Hey everybody, how's it going? I hope you're having a lovely day. In a video I did a week ago, I talked about how Reddit is killing their brands in the worst possible way. The TLDR to that video is that Reddit is changing their API pricing to the point where many third-party applications are not going to be able to function anymore. Many of these third-party applications, you may wonder, what right do they have? Why can't they just raise their prices to their users? They literally can't, because the App Store Terms of Service says that if you have annual pricing for your app, you can't just change it on a whim. Many of these applications are charging a certain amount of money based on Reddit's API pricing. They cannot change these contracts that they have with thousands upon thousands of users mid-contract. If you have an annual billing cycle and you say it's $12 a year or $10 a year, you can't just say, okay, now it's $30 a year in the middle of a contract that somebody had signed. This is presenting a problem for many third-party applications people use to access Reddit. And there are many reasons that people use these third-party tools to access Reddit. The first is that the accessibility features in the stock application are garbage. So if you're blind and you're using a screen reader, well, no Reddit for you if you're using the stock application versus a third-party one. The second reason is moderation. The moderation tools that Reddit makes available are complete and utter trash. The moderation tools that are made available in third-party applications are much better. This is honestly less about the third-party application thing and more about the CEO of Reddit giving a giant middle finger to the community. Why does this feel like such a middle finger? Because these moderators that are doing all of the work are not paid. When you think about Reddit as a platform, the people who contribute content that make people actually want to go there don't get paid. The people that choose what content gets upvoted or downvoted so that you have a front page or a subreddit that is relevant to people viewing it are not paid. But above all, the moderators that make this community what it is, that allow this community to be a well-curated garden rather than just a penis pill spam, are not paid. The entire group of people that create value for this website get nothing. And it's one thing to do this work for free. They're happy to do the work for free. It's another when you take away tools from them that made it easier for them to do work for free and don't work with them at all. That is a giant middle finger. And one of the things that I said about the blackout that they were planning to have is that it wasn't enough. So I had commented and said, when you guys say that you want to do a 2-day blackout is to control freaks and narcissistic pricks like the CEO of Reddit. When you say that you are going to do a 2-day blackout, what they hear is we can screw you over and still have you as customers for 363 days of the year. And many people commented in this video saying, no, you don't. What we're doing is we're showing them what we're capable of. And once we show them what we're capable of, that means that they're going to No. And I understand where you're coming from. I really do. But I've dealt with people like this before in my personal and my business life. They do not believe that you have value. You, the user that actually generates content, have no value. You, the moderator that for free make sure that there is not penis pill spam and a bunch of garbage in your particular community, you have no value. The person that posts guides on how to fix your personal finance, fix your relationships, cook better, whatever it is, all of the content on Reddit that makes the website what it is, it's not you that has value. It's his servers. It's his APIs. It's the domain name and the logo and the parts that he can trademark. He thinks you have no value. But above all, he thinks that you are an addict, a degenerate addict that is going to come right back. It's unfortunate, but it's true. What I said is that when you say you're leaving the website for 2 to 3 days, we have a 3-day blackout, what men like him hear is, oh, you guys are going to be back for the other 362 days a year because you are all addicted degenerates that cannot withhold. This will blow over. And he says the quiet part out loud, as can be read from his own memo. Starting last night, about 1,000 subreddits have gone private. We anticipate many of them will come back by Wednesday, as many have said as much. While we knew this was coming, it is a challenge. There's a lot of noise with this one. Among the noisiest we've seen. Please know that our teams are on it, and like all blowups on Reddit, this one will pass as well. We have not seen any significant revenue impact so far, and we will continue to monitor. When somebody tells you who they are, but more importantly, when somebody tells you what they think of you, believe them. You are not a person that cares about accessibility for blind people on what is one of the most important news aggregators on the internet. You are not a person that believes that people who already work for free should not have important tools that make their job possible ripped away from them. You're noise. That's what you are to him. Noise. Not a contributor with a real concern. Not a user that should be valued. You're noise. You're nothing but noise. People like this understand one thing, not a 2-day blackout, an indefinite one. He doesn't even think that there's been an impact. The 2-day blackout has not done anything. What will do something is when all the people that create content for this website, that curate it by upvoting good stuff and downvoting bad stuff that people find relevant, the people that moderate the website to ensure that it is not filled with penis pill spam and garbage, all decide, you know what? I'm not leaving for 2 days or 3 days. I'm leaving every day. I'm not coming back until you give us the basics that we want. The ability to have our moderation tools back, or if you're going to make it harder to moderate the website, how about you pay us for making sure that your community doesn't suck? How about that you pay us for the work that we do to add value to this website? The value of your website is not the value of the brand and the trademark and what you could resell the domain name for. It is the content that is created by the community that you are shitting on by ignoring them with every one of their basic questions. They did a community outreach thing recently on Reddit where the CEO was going to speak to the audience, he was going to speak to the community. He ignored every single question that was not some softball garbage, and he tipped it off by lying about a conversation that he had with one of the app developers who had to release transcripts of that conversation to clear his name because he was being falsely maligned and accused by a narcissistic cunt of a CEO. Informative and unfortunate. The funniest part of this entire thing is that this infrastructure that they're hoping to, oh my God, they're hoping for a good IPO. This is hysterical. Not only are people leaving their website left and right because they hate him and his leadership, the site crashed as people were leaving. To be clear, not the Slashdot effect where you have so many people visiting the site that it crashes. It crashed as people were leaving. Reddit blackout crashes the site as Reddit users realized they're in the power position. According to Reddit, the blackout was responsible for the problems. A significant number of subreddits shifting to private caused some expected stability issues, and we're working on resolving the anticipated issue. Okay, again, to be clear, I am not a programmer. I am not a sysadmin. I am not a dude that runs websites. I'm a guy that fixes MacBook motherboards and pets a cat that you can't see because he doesn't know how to set the ISO on his camera. I know, you probably couldn't even see that there was a kitty there until you saw little green of her eyes. She's so cute. But in all seriousness, how do you have a website where you're closing down sections of it so people can no longer view it? You have less posts. You have less views. You have less users. Your infrastructure is so bad that with less people using your infrastructure, it crashes. I'm going to just throw something out there. This is going to be crazy, but I'm going to throw it out there. The internet before 2006 wasn't that bad a place. It really wasn't. You had private forums where you did not have a company that could just take away things at whim. You had private forums where you were actually kind of able to have your own personal communities and curate your own personal communities, and people would register on different communities. And this was even before OAuth became popular, so that you could have one Gmail or Facebook login and use that to log into 30 different websites without registering. People used to register to private websites, and they used to support these communities, not only by posting content that they found useful and helping to moderate them for free, but they also used to support them financially. They would have a donate button, and when they needed resources to run the hosting and to run the forum and to pay for the infrastructure, people would actually be willing to chip in because these communities provided genuine value to people that weren't getting that somewhere else. And dare I say it, the value of Reddit versus having r/2x chromosomes or r/Kevin Samuels somewhere else, I don't see it. And I think that he's going to find out the hard way that, again, the last 10 to 15 years has just been a bunch of investors throwing a bunch of money at stuff that didn't really financially make sense. And yeah, the value this entire time has not really been in the company. It's been in the user base. And when the users leave, the company loses its value. But in order for the company to lose its value, in order for them to learn their lesson, in order for us to send a message that an internet where you are tracked all the time, where you are advertised to all the time, where you are beaten and abused all the time, is not the internet that we want to see going into the future, we have to stop using this shit. We genuinely have to stop using this stuff. We have to stop feeding the beast. Because the thing is, the beast is so confident that we're going to come back that they literally say out loud, we do anticipate many will come back, as many have said as such. We have not seen any significant revenue impact. Our teams are on it, and like all blow-ups, this will pass as well. Here's one of the things I learned. One of the things I've noticed over the years, and one of the things I commented on recently, is that my videos used to not do well unless they front-paged on Reddit. The videos of mine that have 500,000 views or 1 million views or 2 million views, these are all videos that front-page Reddit numerous times. During the blackout, I posted a video on Amazon, and not only did this video get over 700,000 views in one day, it got commented on by Elon Musk. I mean, one of my coworkers, and I quote, said, I hope he doesn't find Lewis's other Elon and Tesla videos in the channel. I hope he does. I personally loved seeing that, a video that barely made it anywhere on Reddit. did incredibly well, because even I had my doubts. What would it be like the next time a large company does something that's horrible if there's no Reddit? And it seems like it doesn't really matter much at all. So I'm not posting to this website anymore. I have no intention to post to Reddit anymore. And I suggest that you stop using it as well. Your community does not have to die. It will simply change in form. Life is filled with change. Career change, familial change, relationship change, and yes, online community change. There is an IRC channel that right now I've been in for approximately 20 years. This is very, very rare. Communities don't usually last on the exact same server in the exact same place and the exact same domain name for 20 years. It's very rare. But that doesn't mean that they have to die. They can move on, they can change shape, and they can change form. And I hope that the people watching this video understand. I hope they understand after reading the words that came out of Steve Hoffman's mouth that this man sees you as a subhuman piece of garbage that cannot help themselves. Above all, that he doesn't even care. No hit to revenue. Your 2-day blackout did nothing. But that doesn't mean that it has to be in vain, because you can convert that 2-day blackout into an indefinite one at the blink of an eye. That's what I'm doing, and that's what I hope all of you do as well. I want you to teach Steve Hoffman a lesson. I want you to teach him a lesson that his website is not valuable because of the domain name, the servers, the API, or the brand. It's valuable because of you. And that maybe, just maybe, if you want these types of things to be successful in the future, you should understand where the value lies and treat the people who provide you with that value accordingly. That's it for today. And as always, I hope you learned something.